on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The 21st of April. We're going to take a look at a different crypto this morning. Ticker symbol BONK slash the USD. So this will be Bonk slash the USD. Once again, BONK USD. This will be a daily chart. TA, share my thoughts here. This is also from Coinbase, which will be getting our price data here. Guys, I think there's some opportunity here in BONK for a pretty nice run up here. I see it was on the trending screen, I guess, for markets being higher, much higher on UpHold. And I really like the way the chart looks. So let's jump right into it. Welcome, guys. BONK, Bonk. Let's check it out. So this thing is trading very cheap here. We got 4 zeros, 2117. Looks like we're currently up 8% on this Coinbase chart. We had a big move yesterday, up 32.34. So there's some serious buying coming in here. We're going to talk about a couple levels on the chart to keep an eye out for, but it looks like there's some very strong buying coming in. The last time we saw similar moves was back in here. So that would be back in January. We had a very large move higher. Obviously that didn't last. You could tell we consolidated, traded sideways. And then we had a little pop here on the 9th of February. And then the next one came in right here on the 26th of February, which led to a very large run to the upside. Call it like 300%. And I think we're in a similar position right now, especially if Bitcoin found its footing. We should really see a higher prices across the board, including Bonk, BONK. Couple areas to keep an eye on, at least that I would keep an eye on here, is this area right in here. So basically where the price is finding a little bit of resistance today at like 21.24. That's the lower end of this little consolidation here. So let me draw this out on the charts. Once again, I'm on TradingView, by the way, if you want to check out this chart. So we had the lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, lower high, and then we broke down. So this little topping pattern here, the lower end of that was support, and it actually got broken, and we're testing the lower end of that right now. So for it to act like resistance is very normal. The key is we want to see it not hold. We want to see it break to the upside. So this area right here, which is, like I said, basically where the price is at right about now, maybe slightly higher, like 2147, 2123, right within this range, guys. This little mini head and shoulders here that got broke to the downside, and we're moving higher. I'm going to do a quick zoom in here, and I want to show you something that I've talked about, not in recent videos, more on the Casper, the XRP, I'm sure some others as well. So when you get a nasty move lower in price, so we have this little head and shoulders here. Neckline was broken. We put in a new lower low. Market moved higher. Market pulled back. This pullback right here on the 19th of April is a higher low. So investors, market sentiment across the board starts to get very bearish once again when markets make an initial move lower. Maybe you get a little reaction higher, and then they start to trade lower again. This lower move here, investors start to get very bearish again. But what you want to keep an eye on, and I've seen this time and time again, I've talked about it many times, is if this market prints a higher low here, heads up, because the move that can follow is not what most people think. It'll actually be in the opposite direction. In this case, that would be higher. So I always talked about it in the Casper videos. Keep an eye out for a higher low to be printed, because the move that follows can be, staggering. It can be a huge move in the opposite direction. And we're talking about a downside move here. So the move would be higher in price from the low tick to where we're currently trading at I mean, that's a 60% move in 3 days. And we're finding ourselves right at the lower end, basically the neckline of this head and shoulders. So we have let's draw this out here on the chart. We have the lower move, little move up. We have a higher low. We do have a higher high above this area right here, the 13th of April. What I would really want to see to really give me that bullish, that basically what would make me more bullish on this is getting above this area here, which is like 244 area. That would really be an area to break, and that would give us a little bit more of a higher high. Maybe we get a pullback and then markets continue. So one step at a time, one day at a time. But so far, Bonk is looking really good. Things can change quick though. So just keep in mind that if this candle starts to fade here, today, the 21st of April, if this candle starts to fade and trade lower and start to look a little bearish, maybe that's it for this move. We fizzled out. We found resistance at the lower end here of this old support. And, that's it for the move. Obviously, we want to keep an eye on Bitcoin. But when you see a higher low like this, when you get a follow through day like this, and then you're getting even more today, it's a good sign that we've seen the bottom for now. But there's a lot of baggage, which is what I call it, above the current price, above the market right now, that is going to give the price a run for its money. But when it's time, it's time. So maybe a slight pause here, but we need to get back up into this zone, and we're giving it a run for its money today. So you can buy Bonk on Coinbase. You can buy Bonk on UpHold. I will leave a link down in the video description if you want to check that out. Appreciate it if you do use that link. It does help support the channel. So I have a couple upper price targets for Bonk I want to talk about. And they're as high as I have. You might have ones that are way higher. I understand that. But this is the highest targets I have. And they are nothing to turn your head on. They are, if they got there from where we're currently trading at, which they may or they may not, it's a very nice return. Let's put it that way. We have Bonk here in this consolidation here. Like I said, I do think the bottom is in, especially after printing a higher low, which is key. Understand that it doesn't matter to me that this is Bonk. This could be anything. This could be Pepe. This could be the S&P 500. It doesn't matter. So if the S&P 500 printed a similar chart like this and a higher low and started the rally, I would be pretty confident that the lows are in. But we'll see. Of course, I could be wrong, guys. Let's talk about upper price targets, which is why you want to watch this video. So for starters, we have price target number 1, which is going to be at 50.93. That's right here in this reddish color, 50.93. Does that take us past the all-time high over here on the 14th of December on this Coinbase chart? Not quite, but we'll get there. 50.93 for starters. This could be an area of resistance once this target's hit for a short period of time. It's going to take us past the highs over here on the 4th of March. Just understand that. So that is quite bullish. Number 2, we have one up there at 58.84. That's in white. That's 5884 in white. That does take us past the high over here on the 14th of December of 23. That is going to look like from where we're currently trading at. So to our 50.93, you're at about 130. You're 140% higher. To 58.84, you're 177. So those are very large percentage returns from where we're currently trading. Not too bad, guys. Target number 3, which takes us above the most recent 2 major highs, like I said, are on the 4th and the 14th back in here, December. 65.57. That's in red once again. 65.57. Very large move, very bullish if we get up to that area. This chart's bullish in my opinion. And if we start breaking these levels like the 4th and the 14th, we could easily surpass my targets, okay? I'm usually try to stay pretty conservative with my targets. You know, I'm not going to say anything too crazy, especially if I don't see why it would happen. Anyways, so my highest target I personally have right now is 78.58. 78.58. Now, you might think it's going way higher, and I hope you're right, and I hope it does. But for right now, with the data I have here on this chart, I can only, you know, go so high. So 78.58 is my highest target. And like I said, I hope I'm way, way low. But if it got up to 78.58, I would, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it found resistance at that level. What is that going to look like? Let's say you own the price at, you own Bonk at today's price, or maybe you own Bonk lower. You're going to look at a 78.58 target. Let's say it took place today. You're about a 270% move higher in price. We'll see, guys. We got a lot of roadblocks to get ahead first before we see ourselves up at that, you know, 100 to 200+% return. We have, like I said, let me just circle it so you can see it on your chart a little easier. We got some supply above the market right in this area, right where the price is at today. That might hold the price back for a little while. Hopefully not, but if it did, I wouldn't be surprised. It's an old area of support that is trying to be tested as, you know, its resistance right now. It needs to break. So that's that, guys. 50.93, 58.84, 65.57, 78.58. Ticker symbol BONK / the United States dollar, USD. Daily chart on Coinbase. All links are down below. Let me know your thoughts on Bonk. Guys, thanks for watching. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Let's see what happens with this market.